Ben has had COVID 17 times before. So I just think that it's not, I don't think the planets affect your studio, Beryl.
Look, I didn't know Mercury's in retrograde until all these things happened. I was like, what is going on? I looked it up and I'm like, boom, what happened? Everything. There's a combination of weird things that happen in the world that happened in the past since May 10th, and it ends on Friday, June 3rd. Weird things are happening, and I'm blaming Mercury in retrograde.
Definitely a real thing.
Okay.
I didn't tell you guys this. I just thought of something. This might actually be because of Mercury. I got a speeding ticket last week.
Exactly.
So is that from the planet being?
Could be.
Who knows?
So
They say hold off on making big decisions. Don't write any contracts during retrograde.
Yeah.
Yes. The planet made me go faster. I wish I'd have thought of that when the officer pulled me over.
I wish you would have filmed you telling the officer, listen, it's not me, it's a Mercury. So Priscilla down the hall is very into this.
Okay.
And she's into her crystals, and the crystals affect all this stuff. But tell me how the planet spinning one way, it gives Tim a speeding ticket, gives me a cold or COVID or whatever.
Yeah.
I don't believe in it.
Mother Nature is on its schedule. You know, the sun comes up, the sun goes down. If you tweak it just a little bit, strange things are going to happen.
Okay, so if I understand this right, it's Mercury's not doing anything differently. It just looks like it's going backwards.
Hey, you know who knows about it?
Who?
Brittany Griner. Phoenix Mercury's in retrograde, right?
What?
She's in jail.
But this, okay.
Yes.
That
you
happened.
got another good point there, Ben. I hate to say it.
All that happened to her when Mercury was not in retrograde.
Yeah,
it happens 3 times a year.
Oh,
and
boy.
I'd like to hear from people who feel like it's happening to them. We want to hear your Mercury in retrograde stories. All right.
Well, I do know that when there's a full moon, a lot of nurses call in and say that's when the crazy things happen, and there's more accidents and all this stuff. So maybe if you're a nurse or work at a hospital, are injuries on the rise?
Yeah. Right now, you can call us 833-577-KNIX with your Mercury in retrograde stories. I mean, if your phone's working. Good morning, everybody. We're a little bit late this morning, and I don't know. I don't think we ever explained what happened. So Brooke went home with COVID last Tuesday. We did the show without her on Wednesday, and then that afternoon, Ben sent a text message that he had tested positive for COVID as well.
He couldn't copy my trip, so he copied my
First he copied Brooke's trip to Nashville, which got shut down. I mean, the other people went, but not her. And so
then my trip got canceled too.
So Ben,
I have to cancel everything.
She couldn't even get COVID by herself.
I know.
But I'll let Brooke tell you, everybody's fine. Bo Baby had it, and now her husband Brian had it or has had it. So that's it. That's kind of all of us. But Ben, we believe, had it 3 times, but it was really only twice.
I had a false positive.
An FP. See, Beryl, I think we're not getting calls. We're asking if Mercury retrograde is a real thing to you. What do you blame for Mercury being in retrograde in your life? And one of the things it does is mess up technology. And I think there are many people who would be calling, except their phones don't work right now. Yeah, Maddie, it's weird because for all intents and purposes, it seems like we're done with it. So to hear that people are still getting it, I guess, is a stark reminder.
If
Jimmy Kimmel
Yeah.
was out for like 2 weeks.
I had a slight sore throat and I felt a little wanky when I woke up from a nap. If I didn't know Brooke had it, I would never have gone, well, maybe I should get tested. She's got it. See, if she didn't have it, I would have just, because the symptoms were so mild.
Yeah.
I've probably had it. You're probably right. I've probably had it 17 times.
Well,
and didn't know about it 15.
I woke up Thursday morning and I was a little bit tired. But I couldn't tell, am I tired or am I getting sick? And I tested positive for a hangover.
I tested positive, but 2 days later I was negative. It's very fast.
So we were supposed to work Thursday, but the boss shut us down. 2 people on the show had it. And Barrel Boy and I were prepared to come in and do one hell of a show. Yeah. But the boss literally said, that show would be too good and it'll hurt Ben and Brooke's feelings. So why don't you guys just sit out Thursday? And then we had Friday off anyway. So
thank you, Steve. It's awfully nice of you.
And then I did the show solo yesterday. And I texted our boss and said, that's probably the best our show has sounded in 5 years.
What did he say?
No reply.
No, none of your nonsense.
Nonsense. Yeah, I wonder who gave it to who.
I'm thinking Ben, because he said, "Oh, I've had a scratchy throat for a week."
But oh yeah,
I don't know. I'm disappointed. I thought I was gonna make it through without ever getting it.
I know. You were kind of proud of that. Everybody on the show has seen Top Gun 2, except for Brooke. Her parents saw it, and Mr. Hoover liked it as much as we all do.
Okay, we got. I don't think our phones are working. Not joking.
Okay. Let's see.
Mercury.
Good morning, KNIX.
Oh, you guys are great. I just wanted to say thanks for talking about this. I didn't know you'd answer. You're right on target, guys. Thanks for bringing this topic up.
Do you believe there are things in your life that are caused by Mercury being in retrograde?
I do believe that, but I'm on Brooke's side too, because it's a mental thing. Like, you think it's going to happen, but be aware of just be aware of certain things and be careful. It is, I do believe it, but be careful. Choose your words wisely and things like that. Don't get in a fight with your hubby. It's going to be over June 3rd, so we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
June 3rd.
Thank you, Ben. Take care.
Mm-hmm.
Bye.
No, there's our call.
So this cop pulls me over, and I was speeding. He goes, "Do you know why I pulled you over?" I said, "I'm going to guess I was speeding. Am I right?" He goes, "Yeah." He goes, "Do you know what the speed limit was?" I said, 45. He goes, "How fast do you think you're going?" I go, 47, maybe 48. He laughed. He's like, "No, you were going 66. So the nice thing was he did not. I mean, he could have given me that's like criminal speeding, right?
That's where the hell was the fire?
I just was trying to get somewhere in a hurry.
Mercury was in retrograde, Ben.
Mercury in retrograde on my gas pedal. So I just did the nonsense online traffic school. Complete and utter nonsense.
Oh, don't talk to me about nonsense.
Remember, you're going to tease Thomas Rhett interview?
Yeah.
It's coming up in 10 minutes.
Okay.
Remember?
Or coming up at 7:50. It's about 15 minutes.
The people with the ankle bracelet and they ran over a cow.
15 out. Are you playing from here?
Yeah. Backsell this, Brooke.
Zach Brown Band. We're all in the same boat. 1025 KNIX. We're Tim, Ben, and Brooke.
Yeah, it's true. I mean, if Mercury is truly in retrograde, then we are. We're all in the same boat. There's nothing we could do about it. You believe in this, right?
Oh, you guys are great. I just wanted to say thanks for talking about this. I didn't know you'd answer. You're right on target, guys. Thanks for bringing this topic up.
Do you believe there are things in your life that are caused by Mercury being in retrograde?
I do believe that, but I'm on Brooke's side too, because it's a mental thing. Like, you think it's going to happen, but be aware of just be aware of certain things and be careful. It is, I do believe it, but be careful. Choose your words wisely and things like that. Don't get in a fight with your hubby. It's going to be over June 3rd, so we're good.
Okay.
We're good.
June 3rd.
Thank you, Ben. Take care.
Bye.
Anybody been in a fight with their husband lately?
I'm not I'm not getting into that. I don't think we can blame Mercury for that.
I know. I don't really buy it, but
Barrel Boy tried to answer phones in the other room. We almost didn't take that call because the phones don't work.
Okay,
It's
so
true.
what's your excuse, Ben, when all your equipment doesn't work all the other months of the year? Is it because you're a Virgo, or what is it? What is he? A Virgo? A Libra?
maybe it's like COVID. We're in retrograde and we just don't realize it. We didn't check the calendar. It happens 3 times a year, Brooke.
Okay.
No, your problems happen consistently.
All right,
But
well,
I'm
next
going to
up.
say I do think that there are weird things that happen over and over again this past 2 weeks that you can chalk it up to. I mean, how many times have you had computer issues where you're like, what? Why is it doing this? I can't log into this.
I don't know.
Retrograde.
I don't know if it's Mercury in retrograde or the fact that we're working off a Windows 95 platform. It might be.
Details.
Okay, so this ends Friday, right? Is there anything else supernatural or whatever that I need to be aware of? Is Pluto gonna spin around or something?
Not until the fall.
Oh, Pluto's out
No,
of orbit?
retrograde will be back in the fall.
Okay.
Let me check my mood ring here. No, I think we're clear. I think we're good.
Good.
I'll tell you this. We didn't because we were surprised. We were grounded last week. Our show was after both Brooke and Ben tested positive for COVID. We never got to play for you an interview conversation we had with Thomas Rhett.
Oh,
We're going to do that for you at 7:50 right here on KNIX.
Oh yeah, I forgot to bring that up. Beryl thinks things aren't working because of his shoes. I should have said that.
Just gonna say,
Beryl thinks if he wears closed-toed shoes, the equipment doesn't work.
I'm about ready to wear closed-toed shoes if that's what takes to get my studio back.
It doesn't. It's got to be tough to be an engineer in this company. What happened? Can you identify where well, first, I didn't wear flip-flops for the first time. Okay. I'm looking that up in the manual. The schematic doesn't.
Do you want to listen to the Thomas Rhett thing and make sure you're good with it?
Yeah.
Remember when we had the static electricity issue? Like they had to put special mats in our studios?
Yeah.
Because every time I'd walk across the floor, it's like the radio station would go out.
It still happens, Ben. There's times where you come in to our studio after we're done on the air. And as soon as you sit down, if you touch anything, I don't know what you touch, but this whole board dims out. It just blacks out, like the power goes out for 2 seconds, then comes back.
Very strange.
So my old show, my co-host used to smoke in the stairwell. And he used to set off the fire alarm, and the engineers would be like, "What's going on?" And finally, they found out he was smoking in the stairwell, but he said that doesn't have anything to do with it. The fire alarms are just going off, and so he kept smoking in the stairwell.
That doesn't have anything to do.
Not at all.
Oh.
I think I would put it in the Tuesday folder, maybe. Tuesday or Wednesday? Wednesday.
It was in the Thursday folder. That's where I'm looking.
Okay.
Slow down, summer.
I think the beginning of it actually may need a little help.
The Tim Ben and Brooke show. Brooke is home, not dudes today.
Righty.
What's up, other dude?
Oh man, just living.
What's up, other dude?
You call him brother dude?
Other dude.
What's up, other dude? What's up, other dude?
Oh man, just
Looking forward to you coming out in
the Phoenix and several times, and I'm just Katie thought it was good, and so place, but
you got to bring back to whoever you borrowed it from.
I definitely will, and I will try to change the words by the time we get there.
Thomas, love you, brother.
Yeah. So we have these weird problems that they associated with static electricity from rubbing your feet on the carpet. So they put in this mat that's actually supposed to be under the chair I sit in, but it's up against the wall. And there's because every time I tried to move my chair, the mat would get rumpled up and,
Does it need an intro in the beginning?
No, I think we got it. So, nurses and cops believe in Mercury being in retrograde. Yes. We picked in our draft this morning best Tom Cruise movies, and Ben picked Rain Man, and Barrel Boy said, "I feel like I know what Tom Cruise goes through in that movie."
I know what Tom Cruise feels like.
God, I lost it. I lost it because all I'm thinking is of that, because Beryl gets, out of control angry. He gets up a level. And Ben just, that level where he's talking about he needs his underwear from Kmart.
Yeah.
And Tom Cruise just loses his shit. And that's Beryl. We're not going to Kmart.
It's true.
And he gets out of the car, goes around, that's Beryl. And then Ben's just sitting in there like, I gotta go to Kmart.
Yeah.
You gotta go to Kmart.
I got Kmart.
Gotta get my underwear.
And goes, gotta help Barrel Boy.
Go to hell, Barrel Boy. Yeah,
Just
Qantas
been
Airlines.
unaffected. Just
Where's the salad?
yeah, exactly. I need a fork.
Where's a fork?
While the world is burning, Ben needs a fork, and Tom Cruise Beryl is trying to figure everything out. I mean, I've just never laughed so hard. I don't think my COVID lungs couldn't.
Amanda's asking why the pyramid of winning is at 645 now, and good question. We rearranged a few things on the show, kind of like to get better feng shui. Do you believe in that, Brooke? That where your sofa is facing?
No, I don't believe in anything.
Yeah.
I don't believe. I'm like the least person on the show to believe. I don't believe in ghosts. I don't believe in.
But you believe in the 666?
Well, that's in the Bible. I believe in the Bible. But no, I don't believe in it. It's very hard for me to believe in anything like that.
You believe Moses parted the Red Sea, but Mercury can't be in retrograde?
Yeah.
Okay.
If Mercury was in retrograde in the Bible, I'd believe it. You don't think Moses parted the Red Sea?
I think there's a lot of parables, and I do believe in the teachings of the Bible. I grew up Christian.
But you don't think he actually parted it?
I don't know. I don't know what I don't know. I'm skeptical. I don't want to be skeptical, but I'm skeptical that Jonah lived in a whale and all that.
Good morning, KNIX.
Hey, I wanted to talk about the Mercury situation.
Right. Go ahead.
Okay. So I can't figure this out. I'm supposed to have some surgery done, and the people that are in the process of getting my primary care to my orthopedic surgeon, they leave voicemails for each other. No one talks to one another. I'm waiting for one piece of paper, and they had to cancel my surgery.
Oh no!
Because these people kept leaving voicemails back and forth to each other. I'm involved. I'm texting both of them, giving them different numbers to have better numbers for better communication. It's not happening.
So it's messing up our entire healthcare system. I mean,
I'm serious.
I've experienced similar problems, trying to get my teeth cleaned. So
So then you throw the holiday weekend in the mix.
Oh boy.
Which is, and God bless everyone that served and has fallen. But then I've got those 2 days on the end of each weekend that no one's communicating at all because they have the day off.
It sounds like you need a patient advocate. And so we're putting Ben on your case.
Oh boy.
He's going to get the email address and the phone numbers, and he'll get it all sorted out for you.
Boy.
You can count on me.
I would take Dr. Phil at this point. I would take Dr. Phil to be on my side.
Did you say Dr. Phil?
Yeah.
Well, I'm just getting real with you.
Okay.
That's right. Look out, honey. Here comes Texas. I'm
I'm
here.
sorry you're dealing with that. I hope it all works out.
Yeah, pray. When does this Mercury thing stop? When does it?
June
Friday.
3rd. Friday.
Friday.
Oh my God. Okay. Well, say a prayer. Here we go.
Okay. Thank you. Good luck.
Oh, thank you. Hey, good.
What's up, other dude?
Oh man, just living life, raising babies.
We hear you, man. We're looking forward to you coming out in August. You're going to be here August 4th. The big song, of course, is Slow Down Summer. By that time, I think you should change it to Speed Up Summer because we're going to be.
Okay. Yeah. And also, Jennifer, there's a time he made that sandwich and he took one piece of bread.
You're doing so good. Like, that's great.
I made Brian watch Rain Man like, I don't know, a year ago or two.
Yeah.
It's a good movie. I made him watch all Tom Cruise movies. I made him watch A Few Good Men.
Well, we said this earlier, and that is, the new Top Gun movie broke box office records, and it's his biggest opening weekend, which when you look at the list of movies he's been in, that's amazing. He's been in some huge, huge movies.
So it's hard for me to gauge because obviously I wasn't alive like when some of these came out, like Rain Man.
Mhm.
Was Rain Man like a big blockbuster, or was it more like a sleeper, just critically acclaimed?
It was big, but it wasn't a block. Was it
Yeah,
a
it wasn't
blockbuster?
really a blockbuster. It probably
Mhm.
came out in the middle of, not in the summer.
Yeah.
Jerry Maguire, the same. So here are our picks, because I think we did these before we jumped on the stream. I went first. I picked Top Gun 2 Maverick, the new one, Minority Report, and Days of Thunder. Brooke was Jerry Maguire, The Firm, American Made. Ben went with Risky Business, Rain Man, and Mission Impossible #1. And Beryl's picks were the original Top Gun, A Few Good Men, and Born on the 4th of July.
Um,
1 minute
yes,
out.
we know Tom Cruise is into Scientology.
Yeah.
He's a weird guy. But if anyone from Scientology is listening, I didn't say that. Tim said it.
Wait, it sounded like exactly like you, though.
Nope, that was Tim. I'm not trying. I watched that Leah Remini thing. They'll come after you.
Hmm.
I'm not trying to have those
I
people.
wonder
come.
if he's worried about Mercury being in retrograde.
No, he just pays money in
Oh.
it.
Mhm.
1025 KNIX. Latest from Thomas Rhett. We talked with him last week. Brooke, you had been out for the day with a positive COVID test, and he rang up the show. So it was just me and Ben checking in with Thomas Rhett.
What's up, other dude?
Oh man, just living life, raising babies.
We hear you, man. We're looking forward to you coming out in August. You're going to be here August 4th. The big song, of course, is Slow Down Summer. By that time, I think you should change it to Speed Up Summer because we're going to be really sick of it by then.
Yeah, I've been to Phoenix several times, and I'm just wondering why we're not there in October.
Right.
The rumor has it that when you were here for the concert at the Coliseum, the very first one at the Phoenix Open, that was a cool show, by the way. We loved it. Apparently, you had forgotten that it can get chilly here, and you had to borrow like Dirk Bentley's sweatshirt. Is that true?
I had to borrow somebody's jacket. I can't remember whose jacket it was, but I'm pretty sure I still had that jacket. I was like, yeah, I'm going to pack shorts and flip-flops and T-shirts. It's Phoenix.
Right.
By the time the show started, it was like 50 degrees, and I was like, I was not prepared for this.
Right. What's harder to play at, 115 or 50 degrees?
Oh, man. we played the Winter Classic in Minneapolis this year. It was -20 outside, and
Oh, wow.
heat is always easier than freezing.
That's true.
Every time.
So, Thomas, you've been doing this for a while. By the way, the new album, Where We Started, is great. You've been on SNL. You've played concerts all over the world, millions of people. But was it especially nerve-wracking to be on that finale of American Idol and sing your song with Katy Perry live on that show?
I was terrified, to be honest with you. I don't know if y'all watched it, but there were like these steps we had to walk down.
Right.
I had literally, I flew in from Nashville the day before, and I did like a leg day the day before. So like back squat, lunges.
Oh, no.
That was the day they were like, we're going to have you walk down a set of stairs. And I was like, I can't even sit down on this daggum couch without, an assistance. And I was like, how am I going to make it down these stairs and sing on pitch and, make sure that Katie thought it was good. And so, but it all turned out fine. And I watched it back and I thought it turned out really cool. So thank y'all for asking.
It is. And it's a good song too. I hope we play it here soon. I want to ask you this because this is Tim. I had 4 kids in 4 years. I think you had 4. You had your 4 in about 4 years. And you and Lauren post the greatest family pictures. Very, very sweet family. But I know behind the scenes the terror that went into Family Picture Day. And I just wondered if we saw behind the scenes of one of your picture shoots, would we also learn some insights about the Rhett family?
I mean, 100%. I mean, the picture that you see on Instagram probably was one of 6,000 that we took.
Okay. I feel better.
I've gotten into photography pretty good, and I have her put it on this like really high speed setting that takes like 100 pictures in 5 seconds.
Sure.
Yeah.
I mean, you have to. You got one smiling and one closing their eyes, and you got one screaming and one smiling, and one's jumping and one's licking a popsicle. I mean, it's just like it's all over the place, But our family photos are very few and far between of the ones that me and Lauren both actually sign off on. The ones that they're going to want to look at when they're 35 years old.
That's right.
Does it ever happen to you where you take 20 pictures and you're just like, we're not using any of them. We just wasted an hour, but we're not going to use them.
That is most every photo shoot. Yeah.
Yep.
I just tell my kids, look, kids, we're a family and we'll try to make things fair, but the one day you have no rights, you have no say is picture day. You have to do what mom says, and you have to do it for as long as she says. I'm sorry. It's just the rule here.
I just bribe them.
For us, it got to the point where we couldn't keep everybody in the frame at one time happy. So we just started sending out the Christmas card picture with one kid grumpy, one kid jumping,
But I think that's the reality, and I think every parent in the world understands that. So
I love it.
Amen.
Where We Started, great new album from Thomas Rhett. He's bringing it here in August when we want to speed up summer. But we'll talk to you about that when you get it. Don't forget the sweatshirt. You got to bring back to whoever you borrowed it from.
I definitely will, and I will try to change the words by the time we get there.
Thomas, love you, brother.
Yeah. I'm telling you, what's so funny, my kids hated picture day. Now, all they do is take pictures of themselves and post it on Instagram.
So you gotta do it for the Insta.
KNIX.
Baby, what are we becoming?
How do you like me now? Well, yeah, and for somebody asked, I think, where's Beryl? He's here. He's just, he doesn't have his.
Because my studio is in retrograde, I can't work in there.
He can't work in there.
Oh, honey.
So we're hanging in there, keeping this thing in the air. If we were an airline, we'd be Spirit Airlines. Have a great day. We will see you back here bright and early tomorrow morning.
Ah.
Take care, everybody.